Hi everyone, this is Nancy with Ashes Treasure Homesteading and Gardening, and we're going to do something that was done last year, maybe a year and a half ago, but I didn't have any books then. Now I do. Books every homesteading or gardener should have, or your favorite books. And but before I show you the books, I have some few things I want to show you that we got I thought was pretty cool. And these at Sam's Club, and these were like 23 something, 24, rounded off $24. Oh my goodness, this is really good. It's got lavender, frankincense, eucalyptus, cinnamon, tea tree, peppermint, orange sweet, and lemongrass. I got some, the only one I haven't had yet is the cinnamon. So I was really excited to see something new in the package. But, yeah, they come up to like $3 each. Couldn't beat that. So I've never had this brand before, so we'll look and see. Well, it looks pretty decent and everything. So like for $24, $3 each, that's not bad. And it says cinnamon is for soothing. So I'll be doing some research on how to use that one. Other thing, you can say it's prepping, you can say it's just being cautious, or just DMTing me. Who knows? I've been around the medical field all my life. That's the first aid kit. This was $24 also for 351 pieces. I don't have everything, it's really good. I mean, it's decent and everything. And it has one CPR mask, but it's okay. It's for the family anyway. So, cooking and playing around, and they say most accidents happen at home, so keep that in mind. Most of the time you get hurt at home. And the other thing, it says or car accidents, you're within a mile of your house. We were 1 mile of a house when we had a car accident, so I don't believe that at all. But yes, most accidents happen at home. Yeah, they usually do, especially when you're cutting up vegetables and everything else. It is something that you do. Even professionals get hurt at work, so that's okay. But those, I just want to show y'all those. And yeah, because the other day, well, that's not yet. It's right there. You can't see it. I burned my hand. Goes along with cooking and baking, whatever. But since I didn't have any burn cream, I do have this. It's my shea butter with my comfrey and calendula. I guess I said that right. In here, which I made for my eczema, and boy, that really took that burn out really quick, and you don't even know it's there. So that's good. So now onto the books. I got this book at Lowe's. It's an okay book. I mean, it does have some pretty good information in it. It's container gardening. Wasn't so bad. It does have, it talks about the different containers and everything, so it kind of wasn't what I wanted, but it's alright. I still get, my daughter-in-law still got it for me. Alright, then, the next book is this one, and Prep Style Mrs. B recommended this one. So yeah, this is really good. I like this too. And then I couldn't remember the name at the time, and I thought it was called Encyclopedia of Essential Oils. I just not even near what that name of that book is. But my daughter-in-law got me this one, and this one's nice also. I mean, it's a little bit. It's different than that one. Some of them have a little bit more. Sorry. It's not as many herbs in here and stuff, but it's still got a lot of information. So this one's it's nice. And then Teresa at Stringfield Ridge Farm. This was her dad's favorite book, and I think it's her favorite book too. But it's called The Green Pharmacy, and I had this book at one time, a long time ago when I worked at GNC. I had this book. You know what? The Lord well, he does. He gives you back what you lost, and then some. So it's really nice to have this book again. When I was reading it and everything a couple of weeks ago, I was like, wait a minute, I had this book at one time. But you know what? I'll say, thank you, Lord, for getting it to me again. And then the last book I have, which is another big, thick book, and I want to give away from Homesteading Ways and Beyond with Sandra, and one I've been looking at, but we didn't have the money to get. This one right here. Oh my goodness. I'm right here. That's how much I have read so far. When I have time to read. But yeah, you see, I am definitely, unless it's not all the notes I'm taking. I don't know why I'm writing stuff down. It's in the book, but you know, that's just what I do. Because I started, well, I'll need to look at this, I need to look at this, look at this. I don't want to highlight in the book, because then it'll be all running together. So I just write down what I look at. And in my other video, I was talking about the free catalog. So that's where I wrote down. Okay. All websites about where to get things. So I'll put some of those down in the catalog. I did put that down. And then I think everybody that cans recommends this, but I know Renee at Little Village Homestead, she said you could download it or print it off. It was cheaper to buy the book. So I have this right here, and it is really nice. So yeah, I got that. Oh well, I can fix it. So those are the books that I have right now. And I know, see, on last Friday night, so January 31st, at Stringfield Ridge Farm, Teresa and Lee had their live show, and they were talking about Camp Panton. Did a live stream the Friday before that, so talking about where you can get free information and free books for homesteading and preppers, and I was like, oh, free. I've got to go back and listen to that. I was listening to the one Friday night, the 31st, but the coronavirus, don't even get me started because my channel will be probably shut down from the way I see things. But yeah, I need to go back and finish listening to that too. So, but yeah, now we get out of the winter scene and winter prepping. It's time to get into the spring and summer prepping. And you may ask, what in the world are you talking about, Nancy? Spring and summer prepping? Well, let's see here. Storms come, tornadoes come, hurricanes come, and you never know which one you may get. So it's time to take the list, check it off twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Yeah, check it off twice, check it 3 times, check it 4. And you may want to check it 10 times just to make sure you're good to go. Because when FEMA's broke, you can forget it. And I can tell you now, my grandmother taught me this. It was my mom's mom. You don't rely on anybody when it comes to storms or anything else, because everybody's out for themselves. And I know that for a fact. But we did when hurricane. Oh my goodness, it was in 2003. I don't remember the name. Storm came through. I was back in Virginia, and the only reason why I looked after the neighbors, one, they were our neighbors. My mom and dad's house, they were our neighbors, and they were elderly. So, you know, if I always made sure that they were okay and everything. And Howard was his name, and I just went up to his house. Like, our house, next to our house, his house was across the street, this way. So I just went up there. It was about 9 o'clock. Make sure he was alright. Mrs. Shelton and the next door neighbor, I made sure they were all alright and everything. And I just got back in the house. I mean, I'm soaked from head to toe. Clothes, my EMT jacket, I mean, that thing never got wet like that before. And also, oh my goodness, the noise that this tree made when it came down, it was just like somebody blew something up. And I'm like, what in the world is that? My dad and I jumped up. We went outside in the tree in Howard's yard. I mean, it was a huge oak tree. And I mean, my arms couldn't get around it. And oh my goodness, that tree was at least 60, 70 years old at that time. And it just, the ground was so soaked. And it just came down, and fortunately, it came down the road. So I said, our curfew was at 9 o'clock because it was so bad outside and the flooding was so bad. So I just stood up there till about 9:30 and to make sure if any cars came in one way or the other, that I could flash them down to go. There was enough room just to go around the front of the tree. And I was like, yep. It's amazing what nature can do. I mean, what the storms can do. And yes, God does still have control of the weather, but nature is nature. And when the ground's too soaked, the trees won't come down no matter how old it is. So, but yes, that is talking about spring and summer prepping. You know, make sure you get, good stockpile of food, medical supplies, candles, some way to cook or whatever in case the power goes out. We didn't get our snowstorms like we usually get this year. Wonderful. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. Because they sent some spacecrafts up before Christmas. I don't know. Just put 2 and 2 together. Go back and look since 1980s. Now, when something goes up in space and when it doesn't go up in space. I'm just saying. So, but yes, those are the books that I have right now. I plan on getting some more books and going to go see what free stuff I can get. That's good, especially when prepping. But yes, now get ready. Get ready for the spring and the summer. No matter what state you're in, they can happen anywhere. So, but if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bells for notification, and give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you next time on Ash's Treasure Homesteading and Gardening.